Hey everybody, we're out here at the Kosciusko Fair. It's a little windy on this Friday, but it's absolutely beautiful on the lake. We're going to show you some sights and sounds around the fair, introduce you to a few people that we find around here, and a few of the 4-H'ers with their animals. Stick around and tune in to see what's at the Kosciusko Fair this 2019 season. Hey everyone, I'm out here with Haley Hoover, a former 4-H'er that I actually used to counsel at Camp Mac. How is it going, Haley?
It's going great.
And what grade are you in this year?
I just graduated this year.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you make me feel old on camera. That's okay. So what's the get up here? Why are you wearing a tiara and a sash?
Well, I'm this year's 2019 4-H princess, so.
That's amazing. So is there a process you have to go through to become a princess here?
Yeah, so the process is you have to get all of your general records and all of that stuff that they use to calculate up your points, and then you go in for an interview, and that adds on to your points that you get, and that tells you whether you're the queen or princess or king or prince.
So what kind of interview questions did you have for that?
They asked me like what community service activities I've done, and if I had to take them somewhere in Kosciusko County, where would I take them, because the judges weren't from Kosciusko County. So a lot of random questions like that. So
Where would you take them in Kosciusko County?
I told them I would take them to the county fair, because I mean everyone has to go to the county fair and it's amazing.
So what are some of the projects that you're showing here this year?
Well, I show poultry, rabbit, sheep, goats, fine arts, vet science, and shooting sports.
Shooting sports. What does that entail?
Well, I'm part of the archery. I do archery and then pistol and rifle. So yeah.
Oh my goodness, and how long have you been doing that?
Well, I've learned how to shoot for ever since I was little, because my dad taught me. And so I started in I don't know, maybe 7 years ago in the shooting sports club.
So 7 years ago, wow, that is amazing. Do you go hunting with your dad or anything, or is it just sporting?
Yeah, we go hunting and that, and then we used to do cowboy action shooting too together. So
That sounds so cool. So like a reenactment kind of thing?
yeah.
Awesome. And where are you headed to school after, now that you've graduated? You're headed to school anywhere, or are you just going to stick around?
Yeah, so I'm going to Manchester University, and I'm going to be studying exercise science.
Is that something you've been interested for a while now?
Actually, no. I've always wanted to be a vet ever since I was little, and I think my junior year or this senior year, I decided to do exercise science.
A vet and being a 4-H'er, they kind of go hand in hand, yeah?
Yeah, a lot.
Have you ever taken any bigger projects like cattle or anything, or kind of sticking with that poultry and rabbits?
I stick with kind of like the smaller animals a bit. I've always wanted to do the other projects too, but this year was my third year in Supreme Showmanship, so in Supreme Showmanship, I got to show all of the animals. So
That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for your time today. Have fun for the rest of the fair.
okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm here with another 4-H'er. What's your name?
My name is Riley Shepard.
And what kind of projects are you doing here this 2019 season at Kosciusko Fair?
I'm doing beef cattle, swine, and a couple of general projects.
That sounds amazing. How is it working with bigger and larger animals?
It's pretty fun. I mean, there's a little bit of injury, but it doesn't hurt much.
What kind of things do you have to do to prepare that animal to go into the show arena?
We have to groom them or fit them to make sure that their hair is the same length as the body's hair. And then for the hogs, we have to make sure they're all shined up and they're pretty much bald.
So what kind of awards did you win this fair season?
With my spot barrow, I got champion in my class. And then with my shorthorn steer, I got champion shorthorn steer. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's really good. And so you're just coming out of 7th grade. We were talking about you're going into 8th grade. Where at?
Edgewood Middle School.
And how do you enjoy having your 4-H alongside your schoolwork during the years? Is it a little bit harder?
Yeah, that is hard.
What kind of things do you do to help yourself get through that?
I think I just kind of take breaks over a period of I'll do like homework for a couple minutes and then switch over to my chores. And then when I finish chores, I'll just go do my homework.
Well, it sounds like you got a busy schedule, and again, congratulations on those awards. Thank you so much. I'm out here with a few spectators of the 4-H program and a few 4-H'ers. What's your guys' names?
Harper, Jack, Rhett, Annie, Journey, Lincoln, Boston.
Well, it's nice to meet you guys. And who's in 4-H? Raise your hand if you're in 4-H. Woo! How do you guys like 4-H?
It's really good. I like it. It's really fun and entertaining.
What do you take in 4-H?
Rabbits,
How do you like showing rabbits? What breed do you show?
mini Rex, and they're really fun to take care of.
Mini Rex, those are the soft ones, right?
Yes.
Do you take anything in 4-H?
I take chickens,
You take chickens. What kind of chickens? Do you know?
meat birds, Rhode Island Reds, and Isa Browns.
Wow, you are really educated on your poultry. Are you going to take ducks anytime soon?
No.
And what do you take in 4-H?
I do poultry.
Is that it?
Yeah.
What do you take in poultry?
Chickens.
And what kind of chickens do you take?
I take Cornish Cross, which is a meat bird, and then I take Plymouth Barred Rocks.
Wow, you guys are really educated. Do you guys do all your workbooks?
Yes.
Good, that's a good answer. No. All right, you guys have fun at the fair. You guys are eating some ice cream, I see. Where'd you get that from?
Over there.
Over there? What's over there? What's it called?
Lee's Lions Dairy Bar.
Have you eaten there every day?
Yes.
No, but pretty much for the most part. All right, you guys have fun today. Stay hydrated, okay? Well, I'm here with Mindy Wise. You're the youth educator at Kosciusko County, aren't you?
That's correct. I'm the 4-H Youth Development Educator here.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know how long that title actually was.
Well, it's a long one, yes. Add in the Purdue extension, and it gets even longer.
Oh my goodness. And so did you guys have fun at camp this year?
We had a great time. We tried a new camp facility, so it's always something new and exciting, but it was a wonderful weather, a beautiful camp.
Is it still that consistent 3-day kind of thing?
It is, yep.
So if you guys don't know, I know Mindy from being a camp counselor when Kosciusko and Marshall County first kind of combined into each other to go to Camp Alexander Mack. But for future reference, there is a whole bunch of camps around here that a lot of the different Fulton County, Stark County, Elkhart County, they all go to different ones, and those facilities are really great to just be a part of and get to know. But Mindy, other than youth education, what other kind of things does it entail when you have to work on the fair all year long?
Yeah, some people don't realize that this is a 52-week-a-year job. So most of the time we're planning workshops and we're planning those educational opportunities for youth. We may be developing new curriculums, new opportunities. We're training volunteers. We're training teens to be leaders. So it's just lots of planning and preparing to get to this showcase event that is the fair. That's what most people know.
So during Fair Week, what is your job typically?
That's a very complicated question. My job really is kind of community relations. On a good day, you'll see me just chatting with people, right? That means everything's running well. But often I get pulled away to handle a question. Maybe there's a discrepancy with a rule or a question about how to handle a special situation. I get to help make sure the right people are looking at the right references to get the best answer.
That's amazing. So you kind of you have all the hats on when it comes to anything that's going on PR related.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of the face of 4-H, however strange that might be. But I know the volunteers. I try to connect with the families and make sure they're having a good experience. So that's what I like to do. So it makes the fair fun.
If there's one thing at Kosciusko County Fair that you want the people to come and see, what would it be?
Well, I can't pick. Can I pick two things?
Yes, you can pick as many as you want, honestly. The question is just one thing. Yes. What do you think is the best?
Well, actually, the space that we're sitting in right now is our Junior Leader Memorial Garden. And so those teenagers work all year long to maintain this space. We have some adult volunteers that help advise them. But this space holds lots of special recognition for many of our 4-H families who've lost someone close to them. So we maintain that and try to make sure that we're recognizing their memory. And we've added on to that this year with a new project and a new space that we're working on developing. So that's really kind of a special, unique thing at our fairgrounds. But also just yesterday afternoon, we had our Supreme Showmanship competition. That's my number 2 favorite thing. That would be the best of the best, like the Olympics of 4-H livestock showing, where we bring together the top showmen from every animal species, and we ask them to try to learn something new and try to exhibit all the species to pick the person who's the best at everything.
Oh my goodness, that would be a lot of pressure. If you've never shown a rabbit or you've never shown a cow before, that's going to be a lot of pressure on that person. How do you think they prepare for that?
Well, we try to make it as fair and equitable as we can. So 5 o'clock the evening before, they all get to randomly draw contact information for someone who's offered to be a mentor and teach about a specific animal. And so they spend that whole evening and the next morning connecting with friends and learning and meeting new people and exploring all these species. They practice. We give them a binder of info, and they're just reading and learning and connecting with people. Some of them anticipate doing that year after year or hope for that opportunity, so they might practice other times, but definitely we give them about less than 24 hours of notice of what animals will be theirs, and they go and they jump right in and learn, and then they hopefully get a good night's sleep and drink a lot of water, and they're ready to go the next day.
That's always good to hear that they're getting their sleep and their water. Sometimes when you're at the fair, it's hot days and you're like, oh my goodness, I just want to go home. But those students and those 4-Hers, they really put in so much effort. We were actually talking with a student earlier, and he said just the coexistence of school with 4-H is sometimes you got to take a break on your schoolwork, go out and do your chores. Would you give any of those students some handy tips as somebody who has a little bit older than them?
Well, I would say being involved in any kind of extracurricular activity is so important for them to learn time management because life is never just one activity. So I'm so proud of our 4-H members for trying new things and adding that to their schoolwork. And although it might be hard to juggle and they may have to make choices, the fact that they're learning how to prioritize and manage their time and make decisions about what they're doing will serve them so well in the future.
That is a good thing to learn. And to all of our students that watch from all the different school districts that we cover, time management is absolutely number one when it comes to growing up. I had to learn that the hard way. I'm 21 now, and I was doing RTC when I was 14 or so, and it has been just a rocky ride. If you don't get into those extracurricular activities, you're going to have a little bit tough of time. So definitely go out and join a club, join 4-H, join a sport or anything like that, and it's going to help you. So if one of those students did want to join Kosciusko County, how would they do that?
We start officially enrolling youth October 1st. So October 1st through January 15th, they can enroll by contacting the Purdue Extension Office in Kosciusko County, or they can go to in.4honline.com and find our county. You don't have to live in Kosciusko County to join our programs, so that's good news. If you have friends or you're comfortable in a community that's not where you live, we can still connect you with 4-H wherever you are. It's a $20 annual program fee to be part of our program, which is really very affordable considering other extracurricular activities, and that connects you with a club and all kinds of 70-some learning opportunities. Many of them that we're featuring probably in this video are involved with livestock, but so many things you could do have nothing to do with agriculture or animals. It's just about learning something new and developing your own skills.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Mindy, and it was great seeing you again.
Yeah, it was so great to connect.
Well, we hope you enjoyed a little bit of coverage of the 2019 Kosciusko Fair that we were able to provide for you guys. Next year, we'll be out doing a few more of the shows that'll be going on, and we'll give you a little bit of a showcase next year as well. Thank you so much for watching.